Central Bank of Nigeria's Naira redesign has put focus on electronic banking channels in a bid to move Nigeria faster towards a cashless economy. From point of sale, ATMs, mobile banking, USSD, Nigerians will be relying more on the electronic payment infrastructure as the transition to new notes is completed. Joining us to discuss further for an overview, Arise business analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Morning. Tomorrow is the day.
It's the day. We've been talking. Here we are now.
Fellow citizens, let's go out there tomorrow and
exercise.
Just go in there, go out there and just vote. Rain, sunshine, take your umbrellas, everything. Just be patient.
Yes.
Sometimes when we see the US people, the queues like
very long.
Long.
Yeah.
But people are persevere and stay there because it's their right.
Yes, indeed.
So let's try and do that tomorrow.
Yes.
INEC has assured us that our votes will count.
Yep, indeed.
And our votes will count. The security agencies have also assured us that nobody will interrupt anybody from voting in any area of the country.
Yeah.
Lagos, especially Lagos in the past, there were areas that some vagabonds used to go and stop people. So let's just go out there tomorrow, exercise our rights and vote. And
indeed.
Whoever wins, let's just hug the winner and then move on together as a country.
Our lives.
Our problems plenty. Okay, what's happened is that as a consequence, one of the things that happened with this change to new note, one of the other bigger policies or objective was the central bank wanted to enhance financial inclusion.
Yep.
And move Nigerians more towards the alternative channels of transaction and reduce the volume of cash transactions in the system. Yeah. Remember, CBN said there were about 3.3 trillion of cash out there, and about 2.7 was in the banking system.
Yeah.
They were under the beds of people, and that was massive compared to the volume of cash in the economy. And so we needed to pull that and push Nigerians towards alternative channels.
Yeah.
And that has continued to happen, has started happening. We saw bread sellers who were wearing their account numbers at the back. Yeah. We saw, brides at the wedding who had the account number saying cash is not a problem. Yeah. Just transfer money here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We even had alternative money people. People created currencies for functions. Yeah. If that thing in you, that tick in you, to spray, you can't hold it. Okay, you want to spray. Transfer money here and we'll give you, that. Yeah. We saw onion sellers who were in wheelbarrow, who could take transaction. I remember the experiment I did, the social experiment I did also. I went to the market to look at people. But the issue has been the preponderance of failed transactions, inability of citizens to access the banking channels. Some apps you open, they just be rolling. They never open on the phone. You do some USSD transactions, they never go through. And so we are forced then, therefore, to go and find out, probe to the bottom, what really has been happening, what's been causing this. And that's the kind of things we want to discuss, today. The first one is that, what they call a good problem. Yeah. A good problem is that, you expected, you want to open a restaurant, and he expected, he just cooked only a pot of stew, a pot of jollof fries, and then because your ambition was moderate, and then suddenly the whole community comes there to come and do my restaurant, and suddenly you run out of food. Yeah. And there's no Jesus Christ to do a miracle for you to turn water into wine. Yeah. For a lot of the banks in the country, a lot of them, I'm just trying to push out some of the things have explained or explain what's happening. Yeah. Why there have been problems. A lot of the banks started with the same. For every bank has what they call the master banking software, under which they use to do transactions. A lot of them developed in-house some of these softwares, and then what happened is that some of these softwares have outlived their usefulness.
Yep, that's right.
Something happened in our survey with the banks. We found out that some of the banks said that there has been a quantum increase of about 50% in the volume of transactions in the last, since this movement towards new notes, about 50% increase in the volume of transactions on online channels. And so the kind of volumes they're getting now, some of them said, is the kind of volume they expected in 2025.
Right. Wow. So they are way ahead.
They're way ahead.
Yeah.
Now, do recall also that some of these banking applications are based on cost millions of dollars.
Right, that's right.
And they're based on number of users. So you can't go ahead and say if your users now 100, you can't go and say I'm going to buy the one of 500 because they're going to be paying for 500 and in dollars.
Exactly.
And so a lot of them moderated their acquisitions based on the current transactions, and then suddenly you had this good problem where transactions just ballooned, and then so we had this problem.
Yeah.
And so some of them who are using some banking softwares that are really, out of sync, have now moved towards the two popular ones, FlexCube.
Yeah.
Some of them, I know I'm on the top 5 banks. One of them now is, quickly trying to migrate towards FlexCube.
Yeah.
I'm on the top 5 also. I'm aware also immediately that no one wants to move towards the other key banking software.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that the volumes, expand, to accommodate. I want to mention Finacle. That's Finacle I wanted to mention.
Okay.
The other bank was moving towards Finacle.
Okay.
The other top 5 bank is moving towards FlexCube. All are being introduced now.
Yeah.
So that's at the master level. The major software is the banks. Is the banking software of the banks.
Yeah.
But you see, for a typical transaction, let's say POS.
Yeah, in POS.
Whether it's ATM, or whether it's mobile banking, or USSD.
Yeah.
There are different players in the value chain.
Yeah.
But what you and me and every other person sees is who? The bank.
Right.
So if everything goes wrong,
it's always the bank.
It's the bank.
Yeah.
Now let me look at a POS, for example.
Yeah.
A typical POS has about 4 or 5 parties involved.
Yeah.
The first one is the issuing bank.
Yeah.
Issuing bank. Let's say issuing bank is like, I have the card of Access Bank.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the card I have.
That's the card, yes.
The card. I go to the acquiring bank. I'm going to apply it. The customer I'm going to use it for is using a Zenith Bank, for example.
Okay.
POS.
Right.
POS.
Yeah.
You can see immediately.
Yes. You're on one side. He's on the other side. Right.
So
okay.
you have other people in display. The PTSPs. These are payment terminal service providers.
Yeah.
Then, which basically in Nigeria is this thing is NIPS. Then you have the payment terminal service acquirers.
Yes.
They're also there. They're all in play. Then you have issuers and acquirers of the cash scheme. In Nigeria here, is InterSwitch or UPSL. So look at it this way. Assuming the bank even have capacity, the two banks have capacity. Yeah. These transactions have to go through all these other third party.
Yeah.
So if there's it's like taking a full bottle of water, a big bucket of water, and pouring into a small bottle.
You're right. Brilliant analogy.
Are you following me now?
Yes, indeed.
You can, no matter how much you try, you cannot enter there.
Yeah.
Even if it's gonna, okay, let's even say the bottle has connection to move to another place. The bottle has a hole, so you want to carry the bucket and pour into the bottle.
Yeah.
And then the hose at the bottom of the bottle will drop and enter another service provider. Are you following what I'm saying now? So no matter how much, you cannot just pour it that way. You have to be pouring it
drip by
drip.
Yeah.
Because of the capacity constraints of the next service provider. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And that's basically what's happening.
Right.
So whether it is POS, you see I mentioned ATMs, you have the issuing bank.
Yep.
You have the acquiring bank. Issuing bank can be, I have a GTB ATM.
Yes.
I'm going to a ATM place of Zenith Bank.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So then you have the issue and acquirer of the cash scheme, InterSwitch now.
Exactly, in the middle.
In the middle. Are you with me?
I'm with you. Yeah.
But remember also the telcos.
Yes. There are players in the
same. There are players the same something. The MTNs, the Airtels, the Glows, the Nine Mobiles. They're also involved. So if a mast or whatever, this in a tower has collapsed somewhere,
then that whole
area. Because look at people don't seem to forget that the ATM terminals is run by what? SIM cards.
Right. And they need network
connectivity to
be able to
work. So you see the bank, this bank something is not working.
Yeah.
But at the back of it, you have all these people support, even the aggregators. Basically, the aggregators, their work, the customers don't see them, but their work is what? Basically integration, and then value-added services. Value-added services, NCC Nigerian law says banks cannot reach directly to customers.
Right.
So people are licensed behind the box to be able to, be able to touch, intervene between the banks and the customers. And these are the value-added service companies.
So Chika, just as far as the ecosystem is concerned, do you think that we'll have maybe more expansion or more fluidity going forward?
I think everybody is going back to the drawing board now.
Yeah.
To make sure that we get it right. If Kenya is getting it right, Tanzania getting it right because of the growth in their businesses. I mean, you can't compare the transactions volume here.
Yeah.
But the issue is, I think, is, everybody now is going backwards.
Yeah.
And I think Central Bank being at the center will bring everybody together. We'll do volume projections for NIBS, for InterSwitch, for UPSL, for all the value-added service providers, who ride on the back of each other to make sure that this works. And so that the customers will enjoy the service. And for the banks also, for those who have been running on generic banking softwares,
you have to update.
Who are migrating to FlexCube or Finacle, once they do that also, it will also help.
See, that's why we have you on. So positivity and a good outlook for the ecosystem. All right, business analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate
Thank
your time.
you.